So I think I'm going to put this video on that page I just made about success, and success leaves clues, because I've been terribly concerned recently by the number of students who contact me, and they're very worried about the exact specific topics they're being taught in a course, and will it allow them to find a job, and how can they be successful, and so on. It's almost as if they're asking for a specific recipe. And when I look at my personal background and tell them my story, it's just all over the map. So what I thought I'd do is just wax pedantic a little bit about that for a few seconds as I'm going along my path in the woods here. And one of the things I thought, which is not very scientific, but a simple observation would be, maybe one of the reasons why a lot of students are stressed about future success is that they define themselves in terms of their high school marks and their early years of university college marks, and that's their definition of whether or not they're going to be successful. And I say to them, you got to relax and worry about things other than marks. That's just a minor indication of how well you were able to do in school, and not everybody that does well in class is or is not successful. I think part of the reason is because you don't have anything else by which to measure yourself. It's not as if you spent 7 years starting a small business and you ended up with 3 locations, or you had a promotion successively in a company because you're students. You're not in your mid or late 20s. So I thought to myself, maybe what people should understand is that whether they're going to be successful or not has to do with things that not necessarily related to the academic circumstances. The academic circumstances are the thing that starts you in the very beginning, but other success indicators are things like your ability to work in a group, or your ability to take instructions and corrections easily, or your ability to be personally motivated, or your ability to learn quickly, not necessarily a high EQ, but being able to read something and comprehend and understand its importance in the bigger picture. And also, I don't mean social networking digitally, but being able to be effective in how you communicate and talk with people in the company, just being nice. We don't have the word nice in any marketing textbooks or any business textbooks, but I will tell you that of all the people that I've worked with in different countries around the world, I would remember them not necessarily for their supreme competence or intelligence or finesse with numbers. I would remember them because they were just a nice person to work with. And that's something that I would also encourage you to think about, is just being nice to people in the work environment. Anyhow, those are some of my thoughts on success. Hope that's helpful.